Hello! Today I am very excited because one, I get to wear a cute outfit, which I have not gotten to do in ages, and two, I'm crafting. I'm only using black paint today and glue, so this dress is fun. As mentioned in yesterday's video, today the plan, well maybe not today, but the plan is that for the piece de resistance of my outdoor Halloween decor, I want to build one of those viral pumpkin arches. And while I have all the stuff that I think I need to do it, what I don't have are some little addendums, some little additives, a few bits and pieces. But I do have stuff to make them because I have cardboard, I have glitter, and I have a will. Welcome to kindergarten. I started out by wanting to make some picks and sprays to add to my arch. So far the arch is just a few spindly little branches that I've spray painted black, and I am planning to add more to that, which you'll see as we go through Vlogtober. Now the first one was some bats, and the second one was this cool little lichen moss eyeball doowacky that I saw on Pinterest but is actually from Labyrinth, and I love Labyrinth and I love David Bowie and I love Jim Henson and puppets, so I was like, absolutely, I remember that guy, let's put him on my wreath. I made the armature out of wire and foil, then I just hot glued eyeballs and moss to everything. I also covered the foil with floristry tape because that seemed like a good idea at the time, and it worked out great. When the paint had dried on my bats, I glittered them and I attached them with hot glue and masking tape to some wires. Yes, these bats are in fact made out of old cat food and protein bar boxes, because we are making trash into fun and cute and fresh Halloween decorations. Next up, I needed to fix up the wreath that I made last year during Vlogtober because he had come apart. I hadn't packed him away very well. He was still in relatively good condition, so I just re-glued down the tombstones. It's a graveyard themed wreath, and I also decided to add a few little extra bats flying around the tombstones and kind of rearrange the little ghosties, and now he's wide to the front door and he's holding up great. Outside, I used 2 photography stands to create the arbor or arch that I wanted for the main part of this Halloween display. I had to level these out, which was pretty difficult because, as you can see, the path is on a slope. So I used some pavers to hoist them up where they needed to be hoisted and some wire to attach them at certain safety points to the house. The goal of this wasn't so that the wire would form any kind of, super sturdy fixing, but more so just to help it not blow over or fall over. Next, I used my heat gun and some soft PVC pipe to create the arch. I heated up each end of the PVC pipe. Please note that PVC can let off some toxic fumes, so make sure you do this outside or in a ventilated area, don't have any pets near you, and wear a mask if you can. This basically helped the pipe to squish down over the top of the photography stands and form a really tight bond. And then I crimped this with some wire. I added 3 pieces of wire attached to screws that were screwed into the beams and brickwork in our house to make sure that this would all stay put, and I also sandbagged the bases of the twigs that I was using before wiring those into place and the bases of the photography stands to ensure that everything would stay together and be safe. I used the twigs from last year that I'd already spray painted black to start adding in the branches and fairy lights to start decorating the arch. This is by no means finished, and as I said before, I doubt it's going to be finished in the next week or two. I'm going to keep vlogging this process with all of the little bits and bobs that I add and make to it. Now that I had my wreath finished, I could start decorating the front door. Our storm door is super ugly, and I do plan on changing it at some point, repainting it and doing something cool with it, but that's not going to happen this month and probably not even next. So I decided to take a note from Pinterest and start hanging up a bunch of creepy cloth. I used a combination of sticky dots and little command hooks to attach this to the door, at some points even resorting to packing tape because it was what worked. It was a super windy day also, and I could not keep this stuff on for the life of me. I used 2 or 3 sheets of creepy cloth, and then on top of that I added fake spider webs. I've quite literally trashed my entire living room. Everything is covered in glitter and glue and other things you would find in a kindergarten class. I'm making giant pumpkins for this porch display. I would be shocked if this porch display is finished before the 31st of October. I am so greasy, so disgusting, and somehow that video only turned out being 4 minutes long, so that was cool. I don't know how that happened, but this is me signing off for days 3 and 4. I have been in my Haunted Mansion shirt, covered in glue.